Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B, and it's Strat-O-Matic Network. Time for Detroit at New York. Tigers at the Yankees, first of a two, September 15 in our 1969 replay. I'll have the lineups in just a few minutes. Stand by. And Kathy Harden is here. It's a good Sunday afternoon. Kathy Harden. And here at on the Strat-O-Matic Network, Rare X Post. With Denny McLain for the Tigers and Stan Bahnsen for the Yankees. Playing it in the replay. Coffee is brewing. 1 cup here in the afternoon. Let's look at our starting lineups here today. It's going to be Tom Tresh leading off at shortstop. This is for the Tigers. Jim Northrup batting second in center field. Batting third, Al Kaline, he's in right. Norm Cash at first base and cleanup. Batting fifth, Willie Horton, he is in left. Tommy Macic batting sixth at second base. Bill Freehan is the catcher, batting seventh. Don Wirt Playing third base, batting eighth. And the pitcher batting ninth is Denny McLain. He's won 17 on the season. And we have a bottom of the first question from Bill Ivamy here. That'll be after the first inning in honor of our beloved Cubs, who were almost eliminated from the pennant race. Absolutely. For the, and by the way, the Detroit Tigers are eliminated because Baltimore has clinched, but they are one game ahead of the Red Sox for second place. The returning 1968 world champions. They've won 6 in a row, the Tigers. The Yankees here lineup will be Horace Clarke leading off at second, Jerry Kenny at short, Roy White. Oh, Bill's got middle of the first. Okay. It'll be middle of the first for Bill Ivamy instead of the bottom of the first. No problem. Jerry Kenny batting second at shortstop. He's in for the injured Gene Michael. Batting third is Roy White in left. It's Mercer batting fourth in center field. Frank Tepedino getting a start today. He'll bat fifth in right field. Joe Pepitone batting sixth at first. Houck has moved him back, even against right-handers. Moved him back to the sixth spot. Thurman Munson will catch the youngster. He's batting seventh. Bobby Cox batting eighth at third base, and Stan Bahnsen, the pitcher, he's won 9 on the season. And it's a nice crowd here at Yankee Stadium. This is the original Yankee. And we're getting attendance figures just in now for this ball game. The gate today is a paltry 5,734 people. Now, this was a night game on a Monday, but still 5,734. Wow. Tigers won it 2-0 in this game. McLain went all the way. He got his 23rd win in real world. Bahnsen pitched 6 innings. Klimchowski came in. Bahnsen got the loss. Again, it was a 2-0 game. And that coffee is ready. I'm going to go get that. We are 3 minutes away from the first pitch. Very, very meager crowd of under 6,000 here at Yankee Stadium. That is big. That is really low. That's unbelievable. Almost. Yeah, I got my coffee. I also got my other stuff ready as needed. And we're so glad to have you join us here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Oh, that is good coffee. I used to really enjoy an afternoon brew, but because I'm so vulnerable these days, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I find it hard to get pleasure out of almost anything. at least the level of pleasure that I've gotten things out in the past. This is the original Yankee Stadium. And the Yankees take the field. It's Bahnsen on the mound, and he's taking his warm-ups. Catching him is Munson, the youngster. Very small crowd in the infield. It's Pepitone at first, Clark at second, Cox at third, Kenny at short. Outfield left to right, White, Mercer, and Tepedino. And leading it off is Tom Tresh. We got a question in the middle of the first. Tresh switch hitter batting left. He may have gotten hurt, even though he comes in tomorrow's game, because he only had one at bat in this game, and then Gutierrez came in for him. So I have no idea what went on with that. In any case, Tresh is prepared to play this ball game. He's a switch hitter batting left. Here's Bahnsen. He's ready now. The windup and the pitch to Tresh. That's going to be 2-6 right-handed. Taps it back to Bahnsen. He's got it. And he throws it to Pepitone for the out. One away. We are underway here at Yankee. Now here's Jim Northrup. Oh. Oh. Northrup steps in, left-handed hitter. Here's Bahnsen. That is 4-7 left-handed, and he struck him out. So that's 2 away. Now Al Kaline. That'll be 5-3 right-handed. It's tapped back to Bahnsen. He is a 320. He gets to it, a G3, E20, 6-10-13. And he throws him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Stan Bahnsen. We've gone a half. It's Detroit nothing, and New York is coming up. And now, whoa, wait for it now. Get a good one here from Bill Ivamy here in the middle of the first. Here it is. This singer-songwriter wrote and sang a dying Cubs fan's last request. Name this artist who also wrote Arlo Guthrie's City of New Orleans. And Joel Horland says Steve Goodman. That's got to be. I mean, he came in with that quickly. Joel Horland with the response there very quickly with Joel Horland. And that's not to be confused with Joe Horland. He says it's Steve Goodman. And Joel Horland gets it. Whoa, I had no idea. And that was a great question from Bill Ivamy. Here's Denny McLain taking his warm-ups now. Big Denny McLain taking his warm-ups, catching him his free hand. Cash at first, Magic at second, Wirt at third, Tresh at short, outfield left to right, Horton, Northrup, and K-line. Again, the Tigers are in second place, 1 game ahead of the Red Sox. But of course, they are eliminated. Orioles have clinched in the East, Twins in the West. Leading it off for the Yankees will be Horace. Here's Denny now. And the pitch to Clark, 3-8 right-handed, taps it back to Denny. He fields it and throws to Cash, 1 away. Wait a minute, 3-8 right-handed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I think we have a replay here. I don't know what the hell happened here. Kathy Harden for the Yankees. I am going to have to do a replay, folks. I don't know what I have done here, but we're going to look at this again. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let's look at this again here. I think I misread that. Let's get this. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here's the replay, Horace. Here's Denny now. And the pitch to Clark, 3-8 right-handed, tap. It is 3-8, and it is right-handed, and that's a home run 1-5. It'll be a fly ball to left. So it's not much of a difference, but we got it. Somehow I misread that. That happens. So it's 1 out, nobody on.
Do not let them raise your rates. Now, I used to fall victim to outrageous insurance prices. I believed there was no insurance prices. I believed.
Let's get this game going here. Lord. So Clark flies to left. Jesus. God damn. What a frickin' mess. Here's Roy White now. That's a fly ball left right there. Here's Kenny, I'm sorry. Kenny. Wait a minute, that was a 3-8. Oh, it was a ground ball. I had moved the card. Oh, look at that. How silly of me. 3-8. It was a 3-8. It is a ground ball to first like I had suspected all along, only because I moved the card. Something, my mind is, I'm preoccupied, folks. I am so sorry. Here's Kenny now. With 1 out, nobody on. Little rough going here in the start. Yeah, you doubt yourself. It is a ground ball to first. We have a question top of the third from Kathy Harden. Here's Kenny. Now Kenny is up. And the pitch, that's 4-6 left-handed. He flies to right, 2 away for Roy White. That was Clark who, now I'm really getting confused. Yeah, it was a 3-8 for Clark. Kenny came up, yeah. It's all right now. This is the right way. And here's White with 2 outs, nobody on. McLain. And the pitch. That's 5-8. Switch hitter batting left. He grounds it to second X. That will be from Magic 322. .322, 19.3. It's a G1. He gets to it. Magic E22, 6.9, 10. And he throws him out. So the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 for McLain. We've gone 1. It's scoreless. And we move to the top of the second. Here's Bahnsen. Both pitchers, 1, 2, 3 innings in the first. Here's Cash to lead it off. Here's Bahnsen and the pitch to Cash. That's 5-7 left-handed. He walked him, so Cash is on. A leadoff walk, and Willie Horton is the batter. Bahnsen will work from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-7 right-handed. He walked him, too. He has walked the first 2 batters here in the second, Bahnsen. Well, you know, the problem is, Joel, the tape, it breaks on me. This way I know I have it. Do you know what I'm saying? I know I freaking have it. First and second, nobody out. And Tommy Magic is the batter. That freaking shit breaks on me. Here's Bahnsen now. Pitch to Magic, 6-9 left-handed, grounds it to second, forcing Horton, no play to first. It's 1 out, first and third. Magic on first, Cash on third base for Freehand here, infield back. Here's Bahnsen. Pitch to Freehand, 5-9 right-handed. Struck him out. And Freehand goes down swinging. That's the second strikeout for Bahnsen today. Two outs, first and third for Don Wirt. Bahnsen throws 2-9 right-handed, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. That'll be 3 strikeouts now for Bahnsen. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 left. Middle of the second. We're moving to the bottom of the second. McLain. Now I have a question. Top of the after this inning. Leading it off will be Bobby Mercer. McLain into his windup. Pitch to Mercer, 4-6, left-handed, fly ball right, and that's for K-Line. He makes the catch, one away. And now Frank Tepodino, left-handed hitter, gets a start today. Here's McLain. He gets the sign from Freehand. And the pitch, 4-9, left-handed, grounds it to short X. That's for Tresh, a 3-22. 3-22, that's a 9-3. It's going to be a G3, getting to it. E22, whoops. 6-11-12. And he throws him out, 2 away. Next on our schedule, we have the Pirates at the Phillies doubleheader. I don't know if it would be too much for me to even try to play any of that this evening, but whatever. Here's Pepitone, 2 outs, nobody on. Battle of Pennsylvania, indeed it is, Bill. Here's McLain now. The pitch to Joe, 2-6, right-handed. There it goes. I thought he might do that. It's hit deep to right, and it's gone. A solo home run by Pepitone off McLain. And the Yankees get ahead here 1-0 in the bottom of the second. It's Joey Pep, Kathy Harden, with the home run. I think he had 26 real world, maybe 27. It was 27. It was a 2-6 right-handed, clean. For Pepitone. Home run number 30. So we got a bunch of folks doing better than they did in real worlds on the home run department. That is home run number 30 for Pepitone. And a 1-0 game, first hit off McLain. And here comes Munson. Five-two right-handed, and it's a base hit by Munson. A 2-out single now off McLain. It was 5-2, 1-15, went right through. No, I don't remember that, Bill. Guy was playing with a toupee in a game. That sounds pretty crazy to me. Doesn't it, folks? To wear a toupee. Crazy. It's 2 outs, Munson on first. Here's Bobby Cox now. McLain and the pitch. That's going to be 6-5 right-handed. Oh my, it's hit well to left. Going back, Horton at the warning track. He makes the catch and the side is out. So McLain certainly got hit there in the second. That was a 6-5 fly out. The side is retired. It was 1 run. The home run by Pepitone, then followed by a single by Munson. He was left on. We've gone 2. It's 1-0 Yankees. And let's see the question we have here from Kathy. Did Joe mention that in his own book? Good for him, at least. During famines throughout history, these were eaten because they were made from beef fat or beeswax. I could be wrong about this. It's just a guess. During famines throughout history, these were eaten because they were made from beef fat or beeswax. Oh, wow. No to candles. No to candles also. Whoa. Bill got it. Yes to candles. Another great question from Kathy Harden, and another great answer from Bill Ivamy. Thank you, Kathy, for another great question. And we're going to head now to the top of the third here. Bahnsen takes the mound. He'll face McLain to lead it off. Then back to the top, Tresh and Northrop. It's 1-0 Yankees on the home run by Pepitone. Candles. Here's McLain now, leading it off. Oh, excuse me. Give your wife a Mike and Ike. Oh, yeah. Bill Ivamy's wife. You get a Mike and Ike. Okay, there you go. This will be my last game today. I'm not up for the Pirates at the Phillies doubleheader. That'll be tomorrow morning. Okay, Bahnsen is ready. Pitch to McLain, 5-6. Right-handed, base hit for McLain. So McLain leads it off with a single. He gets a good hold of that. 5-6 right-handed. He's the tying run. Here's Tresh now. Again, he tapped back to Bahnsen in the first. Here's Bahnsen from the stretch. That's 4-10, switch hitter batting left. He grounds it to second, and it'll be a double play. Folks, I got to take care of something right now. Just a personal thing. God. Just a little personal thing here. Okay, I'm sorry. So it was a double play. Here's Northrop now. 2 outs, nobody on. Bahnsen and the pitch. 4-9 left-handed. That's hit well by Northrop. And he has the power. It's gone. Good thing they got the double, the Yankees. It's now a tie ball game. Northrop with a 4-9 home run, left-handed, and home run 1-11. He's got the power. It was a 3. And we're all tied at 1 here. For Northrop, number 17. He had 25 in real world. So you see, there's somebody who's under. Two outs, nobody on here. K-line now. K-line 0 for 1. He bounced to Bahnsen. Now here's the pitch. 6-4 right-handed, fly ball center X. Mercer, a 4-11 out there. (13-4), he gets two at F1. 3-6-8, E11, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 1 run on the home run. Middle of the 3rd. Kathy for the Yankees. And here's McLain. I'm sorry I just got caught up in some personal shit, but I'm okay now. Here's Bahnsen. Bottom of the third, 1-1 ball game on 2 home runs. The home run by Pepitone in the second, and now Northrup in the third. Bottom of the third, McLain will face Bahnsen. Here's McLain. 3-6, and he grounds it to short for Tresh. He throws it to first, 1 out. And now here's Horace. Horace 0 for 1, bounce back to McLain. McLain into his windup. Here's the pitch to Clark. 110 right-handed, popped it up to first. And Cash is under it 2 away. Now Jerry Kenny. Whew, Lord. .63 left-handed. That's a ballpark slash on the left-handed. 18. And that will not go through. It's a liner to second, caught by second baseman Tommy Matic, and it's a 1-2-3 for McLain. We've gone 3, and it's a 1-1 game. He did have a great 69 season. He did. He started off very hot in this replay, and he won like 7 games in the first 6 weeks or something like that. And I said, what the hell? And then he has, as you can see, he's obviously mellowed out. He has 17 wins. Top of the fourth, here's Cash. .58 left-handed, and there is a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping, and it'll be a double for Cash to lead it off here in the fourth. .58 left-handed. Now Willie Horton. In fact, I believe he was co-Cy Young with Cuellar. They both won 23. They were co-Cy Youngs. I could be wrong. Bahnsen from the stretch. Pitch to Horton, 6-7 right-handed. That's a single. Maybe it'll score Cash. It's a single to left. Cash rounding. 1-12, 1-14. He'll hold. So Bahnsen in trouble here in the fourth. It's first and third, nobody out. And Tommy Matic, the batter, left-handed hitter. They'll play the infield back, though, for the double play. Bahnsen. That is 6-5. Left-handed, fly ball left. This is deep enough for Cash to tag. And the Tigers take a 2-1 lead. And that makes it 2-1 ball game here. It's Horton on first, 1 down, and Freehand. is the batter. We have a question top of the fifth. Okay, Freehand with one out on Horton on first. It's 2-1 Tigers, Bahnsen. And the pitch to Freehand. 3-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Kenny to Clark to Pepitone, and it's a double play. The inning is over. 1 run, though, for the Tigers. Horton was not being held. We're in the middle of the fourth here. 2-1 now, Tigers. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. Denny McLain now. It'll be White, Mercer, and Tepedino here in the bottom of the fourth. Okay, McLain is ready. Here's the pitch to White. That's 6-5, switch hitter batting left. It's hit well by White, and it's gone. White has tied the ball game up with a home run. 6-5 right-handed, left-handed, I'm sorry. He's got the end power against right-handers. Home run 1-8, it was a 6. A leadoff home run by Roy White here to tie this ball game. We had a seesaw ball game this morning. And Frank has a question top of the sixth. Beautiful. Roy White. It's only 5,200 here in attendance, but they're getting their money's worth. For Roy, that's home run number 19. He had only 7, so he is really blasting them out. Whew, that can happen in Strat-O-Matic. So Roy leads it off with the home run. It's 2-2 now. And here's Mercer. McLain, and the pitch. That's going to be 4-9 left-handed. Grounds it to short X for Tresh. He's a 322. 322, 3-3 is going to go through for a base hit on an S1. E22, 11-12. So that is a single by Mercer. Still nobody out. And here's Tepedino. He grounded to short in the second. Tepedino, left-handed hitter. Two-six right-handed, grounds it to second. It's Magic. He steps on the bag and throws it on over to Cash for the double play. So it's 2 outs. And now Joe Pepitone, he gets a good hand. He hit that home run. We're all tied here at 2. McLain into his windup. That's going to be 211 right-handed. That's a ballpark blast by Pepitone. Left-handed. 14 in Yankee. Oh, and what a beautiful catch by K-Line to rob him of the home run. Let's look at that again. It was hit deep by Pepitone again to the short right field, I guess you call it a fence. 211 ballpark blast. And then it was a 14 against the right-handed. He is a left-handed hitter, I'm sorry. And that was home run 1-13. No, it was caught by K-Line. And the side is retired, but there was one run there on another home run, this one by White. We've gone for, it's a 2-2 ball game. Whoa. Joe Pepitone. And now we got a question from Kathy Harden here in the top of the fifth. Oh. Wait for it now, Kathy Harden. Here it is. Existing sensation times this street art, or graffiti as it's known, is practiced by this anonymous artist from England who has left his work on walls and self-made props. I don't know what you mean by existing sensation times, but maybe so. Thank you, Kathy. It's a mystery, folks. Banksy. Oh my God. Banksy, it's just something I know. Useless information, Bill. Great question, Kathy. Oh. No, Bill. No, they didn't write a song about it. Oh. Oh. No. There's a few things that I know that are not related to the Beatles at all. We're heading to the top of the fifth. Bahnsen now. It's a 2-2 ball game. Here's Wirt now. He struck out in the second. Here's Bahnsen. The pitch to Wirt. 2-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second for Clark. And there's one away. Now here's McLain. He singled and was doubled up in the third. Bahnsen now. 2-9 right-handed, struck him out. That's the fourth for Bahnsen today. 2 away. Top of the fifth, and Tresh, the batter, 0 for 2. Got a question from Frank coming up after this inning. 3-7 right-handed, pops to first, and Pepitone makes the catch. So there's a 1-2-3 for Bahnsen. And Denny McLain is the pitcher. It'll be Munson, Cox, and Bahnsen here in the bottom of the fifth. It's all tied up at 2. The youngster Thurman Munson. He singled in second. Here's McLain, 6'8", right-handed, struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Denny today. Now Bobby Cox, the batter. Cox flew to left. That's 5'8", right-handed, grounds to second X. Matic, a 322. He gets to it, G1, 22, 489. And he throws him out. 2 away for Stan Bahnsen. Now McLain will try to throw a 1-2-3 after Bahnsen did in the top of this inning. That's going to be 4-7 right-handed, struck him out. And the second strikeout of the inning and game for McLain. We've gone 5 here. It's a 2-2 ball game. And Big Frank, it's yours, Big Frank. Big Frank with his question. Here it is from Frank. Most home runs career without ever being a league leader in homers. Whoa, that's a good question. Who has hit the most? Who has the most lifetime home runs and yet never led the league in home runs? That is such a good question, and it's hard for me to even guess what it would be. Palmeiro is a good guess. I'm just going to go with a guess here. Sosa is a good guess. Bill is the winner. Palmero. And Bill gets it again. Boy, Bill, you keeping track of this? Christ. Great question. Frank, great question. Thank you, sir. Whoa, 569. Holy shit. You're sending your wife for more Ikes. That's quite a thing to do, folks. Send your wife for more Mike and Ikes. Great question, Frank. Thank you. And here's Bahnsen now. It's a 2-2 ball game. It's tight here. And here comes Northrop. Oh. Northrop hit a home run, his 17th. We're all tied at 2. This is Bahnsen's first endurance already. Okay, Bahnsen is ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 1-3 right-handed, and he walked him. Northrop is on. And here's Al Kaline. So Northrop on first to lead it off, and Bahnsen will work from the stretch with Kaline at the plate. It's a tight one here. Kaline 0 for 2. And the pitch. That's going to be 6-11. Right-handed, and he walked him. Bahnsen has put the first 2 batters on here in the top of the 6th. Lord, Kathy Harden. It'll be Kaline on first. Northrop on second, and here's Cash now. The Stormin' man. He's going to be storming here. Stormin' Norman stepping into the batter's box here. Okay, Bahnsen. He has walked, doubled, and scored. The pitch to Cash. That's going to be 3-11 right-handed, and it's a liner to second, caught by Clark. A very nice catch by Horace. That's 1 down. And here's Horton, infield back. Of course, no one on third. Sorry about that. Horton walked, and Horton singled. Was doubled up. He walked forced, then singled, doubled up. Here's Bahnsen now. The pitch to Horton, 1-7 right-handed, grounds it to second, no one being held. Clark on the bag, throws it to Pepitone, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, 2 walks to lead it off, and 1 was left on. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 2-2 ball game. And here's Denny McLain now. It'll be the top of the Yankee order. Clark is 0 for 2. Here's McLain. That's 3-9 right-handed. He flies it to left field for Horton, 1 away. Now Jerry Kenny. Kenny is 0 for 2. And the pitch, 6-4, left-handed, struck him out. And that's the third for Denny. He's throwing hard here in the middle innings. And the batter will be Roy White here, who 1 for 2. He hit the solo blast in the 4th to tie up this ball game. Here's McLain now. 2-8 right-handed, walked him. He was very careful, Denny was. This time with White, so White will take first. He is a B. Not being held. He's 1-11 then with freehand. And here's Mercer. McLain from the stretch. That's going to be 3-10 right-handed. Lines it to second, and it's caught by Matic. And we've got quite a ball game in the brew here. We've gone 6. And it's a 2-2 ball game. We're going to take a break for about 3 minutes here so I can get my head together. I want to thank you all for being here today on this Sunday afternoon, enjoying some Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. I'm doing a 69 replay, a Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay. It's been going on 3+ years. We are September 15 on the schedule of the 69 replay. And, well, the Yankees are 6 games under 500, underperforming a bit compared to the real world. Tigers right about where they ought to be. They're in second place, 1 game ahead of the Red Sox, though. McLain has won 17. He started off like gangbusters. He won like 7 games in the first, God, I don't know what it was, the first 30 games or something. And I said to myself, wait a minute. If at this rate he'll win over 40 games, and then he slowed down. Somehow he I follow real world here. Real world. Lineups and rotations. Lord, Kathy Harden with a double coming up. I'd like to come up with one. I'm going to take a minute here, if you don't mind. I'm going to think up a question that I'm going to do in the bottom of the 7th. Look at me. I have one ready. Oh, I got one ready for you folks. Bahnsen will be coming in for his second endurance inning. He threw 2 walks in his first endurance inning. There is action in the bullpen. Klimchowski, who pitched in this game in real world, is warming. Oh, Lord help me. Yeah, absolutely. And it's Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B. I'm glad you liked it, Frank. It's Americana. It's an ambiance. It's a parody, even, of a time long gone. And here's Bahnsen in his second endurance inning with Klimchowski warming. And it will be Matic leading it off top of the 7th. Kathy has a double shot for the 7th inning stretch. I got one in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Bahnsen now. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed, and it's grounded to short. That's for Tresh. I'm sorry, that's for Kenny. And he picks it up, throws him out, 1 down. Now Bill Freehand. No, I don't know who Nancy Faust was, but I'm going to guess she was an organist. I'm going to just take a wild gander and say she was an organist for the Red Sox. White Sox, okay. Okay, 1 out, here's Freehand. Bahnsen gets the sign from Munson. And the pitch. It's a 2-2 ball game. 5-4 right-handed, grounds it to third. Cox. 337. Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? Cox is a 337. That'll be 15-3. Let's see if he can get to this. Yes, he does on a G1. Cox on an E37, though, 7-8. And he makes the play. Nice play by Bobby Cox. And it's 2 down. Now Bahnsen needs to be very careful against Don Wirt. Don Wirt has hit home runs of late. Okay, here's Bahnsen. And the pitch to Wirt. That is 2-8 right-handed. Struck him out. Bahnsen getting fully refreshed here with endurance. His 5th strikeout. You got to admit, both pitchers pitching good baseball. This is, you got to admit, Bahnsen not doing badly, Kathy Harden. We're heading to the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to stretch it out as Kathy Harden will do her thing here. Oh, Lord, she's coming out here to do a double shot. And I got one in the bottom of the 7th. A master's chef's hat has 100 pleats to represent 100 ways to cook what? I did not know that, Kathy. I don't know to cook what, but I didn't know those pleats. As Frank says pasta, I'm going with chicken. Oh, and Bill Ivamy with fish. Oh, Bill Ivamy. Peter Tort with beef. We've got a little array of all of the proteins, not Frank. We got eggs on Joel. Oh, that's a great guess, Joel Horflin. Joe Horflin. Eggs. It's got to be one of those. And Joel gets it. Holy Christ. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Cake was your wife's pick. Well, congratulations to Joel. Yeah, eggs are such an integral part of cuisine. You learn something every frickin' day. You never know when you're gonna get it. You know those big tall hats, those big white master chef's hats. Name the 100 ways. Yeah, name them, baby. The taller the hat, the more esteemed the chef. I did not know that. I did not frickin' know that. Paul Boscure. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Paul Boscure is arguably the greatest, or at least one of the greatest chefs in history. He was a French chef. You can see he's got I would assume the 100 pleats, and that is tall. I know, Kathy, you're coming up with your second one here. There he is. He's dead now. And he invented, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think he invented a technique of taking salmon and throwing it on and somehow cooking it with something, somehow, for a very short period of time. And it's considered one of the most perfect salmon recipes. In relation to its size, which bird has the thickest skull? Whoa. In relation to its size. I think I'm going to take a gander on this one. Oh, better yet, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I think... Whoa, Bill also did that. I went humming. And I didn't see your replies. I did not see your replies. And I'm not bullshitting you here. This got to be right. Bill, you are unless your wife's helping you there. Shit. That's some hatch. We're waiting for the answer from Kathy Harden, even though we all are pretty confident it's a hummingbird. It's a woodpecker. Whoa. A woodpecker. Meanwhile, we've got a ball game here. Bottom of the 7th. It's going to be McLain again. McLain's first endurance is the 19th. He's an animal. He's a frickin' animal. It'll be Tepedino, Pepitone, and Munson. Here's Tepedino now. This is a scoreless ball game. I mean, I'm so sorry. It's a 2-2 ball game. Okay, McLain is ready. Wind up, pitch to Tepedino. And that's going to be 4-7 left-handed. Struck him out. And that's the 4th now for Denny. He had no strikeouts until the 5th. He got 2. He got 1 in the 3rd. And now this will be his 4th strikeout of the ball game. And here's Joe Pepitone now. Pepitone, the home run in the 2nd that gave the Yanks the 1-0 lead. It's 2-2 now. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here's McLain. And the pitch to Joe, 5-2, left-handed, hit well by Joe. Whoa, it's a ballpark blast. We don't go by that. It's a ballpark frickin' blast, 13, left-handed, and it is gone. A home run, a second home run for Pepitone, and the crowd of 5,200 is going apeshit here at the original Yankees Stadium. We'll look at it again. Joe Pepitone connects again, now with his 31st home run of the season. We're going to look at that again, folks. Let me just enter this. Joseph with home run number 30 and 31 today. And all of a sudden, he gets into the 30 range. In case you're interested. In the American League, Hot Dog Jackson leads with 52 home runs. Big Man Howard with 49. Killebrew 44. Karl with 44. Willie Horton over performing 40. Rico 38, he had 40 real world. Powell 36, I think that's about what he had. In the National League, McCovey leads with 49. And that is a big frickin' home run. Joe gonna ask for a big raise. They'll get him traded instead. You know, he said he liked playing in Chicago. That's when he was with the Cubs. He hit 307 one year for them. Let's look at that again. 5'2", left-handed, ballpark blast. He's got the power. And it's a left-handed hitter in Yankee. Home run 1-13. It was a 13. Just went over. And what a day for Joey Pepitone. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And here comes that second one, third home run ball. Yanks have 3 solo home run balls here today. And here's the youngster Thurman Munson now. They've been putting him in the catcher's spot, this youngster. He only had 86 at-bats, but he's playing like every game now, just about. Or most games. They'll I don't know how much longer. Yeah, he actually said he liked the fans. And he thought they were, he also hit 307. Some of you may remember. I don't know if it was 72 or 3. I think 73, but here's McLain now facing Munson. And here's the pitch. That's going to be 6'9", right-handed. Fly ball center. And it's Northrop, 1 down. 2 down, I'm sorry. And here's Bobby Cox. So it's 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. The Yanks now move out to a 3-2 lead here. And Bobby Cox, 0 for 2. He showed up in a limo. That's some high living. Pitch to Cox, 4-6 right-handed, popped him up to short. Tresh is under it, he makes the catch, and the side is retired, but it's a run for the Yankees on the second home run of today's ball game by Joe Pepitone. And he's got 2 home runs. He has, well, let me just put it that way. Here's Bahnsen now. It's a 3-2 ball game, and look at this. McLain will hit. But first there's going to be a question here. And, of course, we say no Googling. Okay, here's the question for you all. How did Andy Warhol die? How did Andy Warhol die? No, Bill. No, he did not have HIV, at least not to our knowledge. Yes, Frank gets it. We'll give it to Frank. It was technically an atrial fib. Or an arrhythmia that he suffered. It was a cardiac arrhythmia. He was in the hospital. He had had gallbladder surgery. And he was convalescing. I don't know if he was in ICU or what, but he had just had gallbladder surgery and he had an arrhythmia, a cardiac arrhythmia, and expired. And we give that to Frank. I'm sorry, it's a solemn question. He was 58 years old. And Frank has won 50, I don't know, did I say 57 or 58? I think 57, I said. Whatever I said it was, I've closed it since. We have a question from Frank, top of the ninth. And it's going to be Bahnsen. And it's going to be McLain hitting. How do you like that? There's no reason. Yeah. Well, not just for one hitter. That's what we're doing here, folks. And we're standing behind that. McLain will hit here. Top of the eighth. 3-2 Yankees. Here's McLain now at the plate. The pitch from Bahnsen. And that's going to be a 1-5, struck him out. And that's the 6 for Bahnsen. Oh. One down. You know, he did some serious time in the big house, and he, for crimes, I'm not sure the racketeering or what, you know, I don't know the details of them. Who is what? Bill Ivamy, that was Stan Bahnsen. That's Stan Bahnsen basically today. And he's getting a chuckle after having struck out Denny McLain. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. And that's Tom Tresh now at the plate here. Yeah. Okay, here's Bahnsen now. The pitch to Tresh. That's 3-4 right-handed. That's a ballpark slash by Tresh. And it's a 7. Switch hitter batting left. Oh, and it's caught by Clark. Oh, a nice diving catch by Horace to save a base hit, 2 down. And here's Northrop. He said it was a terrible time in his life. He said it was awful being in prison. My God, I can't imagine. Here's Northrop. He homered in the third to put the Tigers ahead 2-1. Now it is 3-2 Yankees. Bahnsen into his windup. This is his third endurance, and he's fresh as a daisy. Here's the pitch, 3-5 right-handed. There's a base hit by Northrop. A 2-out single. And Al Kaline is the batter. Klimchowski is available. The youngster brought up Ron Klimchowski. And what a card he's got, and he pitched in here real world. Okay, K-line 0 for 2 and a walk. Northrop on second, 1 out. Bahnsen from the stretch. And that's going to be 3-7 right-handed. It's a base hit by K-line. Northrop rounding second, goes to third. And all of a sudden, Bahnsen is 1 hit and or walk away from fatigue. He's due up next inning. And this will be a very big at-bat here for Stan Bahnsen. Norman Cash, left-handed hitter, Kathy Harden, walked, doubled, and scored, and then that liner, if I recall correctly, caught so beautifully by Horace. 2 outs, first and third. Tying run on third. Here's Bahnsen. And the pitch to Cash, 3-7, and he chops it to second. Horace is all over it. And he throws to Pepitone, and the side is out. Oh, nice play by Clark. 3-7. Right-handed. And Clark handled it just so ever well. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Close call. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's Denny, McLain, and here's Bahnsen now. Let Bahnsen try to win this game. He'll come into the 9th in an endurance inning, needing 2 hits and/or walks to reach fatigue. Stay with Bahnsen here. So McLain, now it's McLain's chance to face Stan Bahnsen. McLain gets the sign. Pitch to Bahnsen, that's a 5-10. Right-handed, grounds it to third X. That will be Wirt, of course, at 217. He gets to it on a G1 E17. 6-11-14. And wait a minute, we got to pull the, I don't even want to say it. We got to pull the super advanced here because of the fade out. He is a 17, 6-11-14. We're not taking any chances. No, he throws him out. And Bahnsen is retired. I did not know that, Bill. I did not know that about Denny. 1 down. And here's Horace, 0 for 3. Made some pretty plays in the field today. We have a question from Frank after this inning here. Okay, McLain. He gets the sign from Freehand. The pitch to Horace. That's going to be 4-8, switch hitter batting left. He flies it to left. And it's Horton. Makes the catch 2 away. And that'll bring up, you have a McLain question. You want to sneak one here as Jerry Kenny approaches the batter's box, or would you rather wait till the middle of the 9th or after the top of the 9th? You sneak whatever you want. Sneak that shit. Sneak that shit right now. Sneak that shit like there's no tomorrow. We're flexible here. Oh, middle of the 9th. Okay. Shit. Well, there may be no middle of the 9th. It'll be a wrap-up. Okay, go ahead for it, Bill. Bill's going to go for it. There he goes. So, everyone's flexible. It's a Denny McLain question. McLain's father-in-law is in the Hall of Fame. Name him. Oh my Lord. I think I've heard something about that, but I don't. Dizzy Dean, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, okay. That would have been wild. That would have been freaking wild. Shortstop. You know, he had to play in like the 40s or the 50s or something like that. Shit. Lou Boudreau, great answer. That's Joel Horlin. And I think Boudreau was MVP. I think it's going to be a red one for Joel here. Lou Boudreau is correct. Joel Horlin with the big answer. I did not know that. So he married Lou's daughter. Lou Boudreau, of course, I've heard of him. Did he play for Cleveland? And Kathy Horton has a second question, by the way. Yeah, Lou Boudreau, and I believe, look how those beg more questions. Wait a minute, Kathy has, oh, no. I thought we were in the seventh inning stretch. You did do a double, didn't you, Kathy? You did Hummingbird and you did Pleats. Isn't that 100 Pleats? Wasn't that your double shot? You know, I want to make sure we got everything. It's 2 outs, nobody on, and Kenny is coming up here. This could be it for Denny McLain. His final moment here in the ball game. Kenny is 0 for 3. He's pitched decent ball. It's just 3-2 Yankees. Here's Denny now, and the pitch to Kenny. That's going to be 111, and he taps it to first. Cash has it. And he takes it himself to the bag, and we're going to the ninth. And it's going to be Big Frank, if I'm not mistaken. It was Frank coming with a question here in the top of the ninth. Oh, great timing, Frank. Most seasons, league leader in ODP, on base percentage. How many? Most seasons, this person led the league. Williams, which Williams? Which Williams we talking about? 15. Holy cow. Walt Williams, really? You're telling me Walt Williams, was he that good? I have him on the White Sox. Ted Williams, you're freaking shitting me. You're freaking playing with my head, aren't you? Bill, you're playing with my head. Did Ted Williams have the highest? We're waiting for Frank. Mario Mendoza. Now, I didn't see anyone put Mario. I didn't see. You wrote is correct as if someone answered it, but no. Okay. Oh, it's Ted Williams. Ted Williams on base percentage. Really? You sure you're not? Okay, that's weird. Okay. That is very weird to me, folks. It's the bottom of the top of the ninth here, and Bahnsen pitching maybe the game of the year for him. 2 runs in 8 innings. He's allowed 6 hits. He's walked 4, struck out 6. He allowed a home run to Northrop. Held the Tigers to 2 runs here. And it will be Horton, Matic, and Freehand. Here's Willie Horton to lead it off. It's Klimchowski in the bullpen. Full seasons only. But it looks like you got it, Bill. You said Ted Williams. Here's the pitch to Horton. That's going to be 4-8 right-handed. Fly ball right field. And Tepedino under it. On a 4-8 right-handed, and that's 1 away. Now here's Matic. Bahnsen 2 outs away from the complete game win. The pitch to Matic. That's 5-4 left-handed, grounds to third X. Cox. 337. .337, 14-3. He gets to it on a G2, E37, 6'10", 11. And he boots it. Oh, Cox couldn't find the handle on it. Oh, and he booted that. And that's going to be the tying runners on first base. Fasten your seatbelts, people. The error to Bobby Cox. First error of the ball game. And here's Bill Freehand with power. Okay, Bahnsen, from no fault of his own, from the stretch, Matic on first, 1 down. He's the tying run, top of the 9th. 3-2 Yanks. Bahnsen and the pitch to Freehand. That's going to be 4-8. And he flies it to right again, Tepedino. And he makes the catch. Bahnsen is 1 out away from winning this ball game. And it's going to be a very powerful man. A very powerful man, Don Wirtz. Stan Bahnsen wants to pitch him carefully, but not too carefully. Bahnsen from the stretch now. He gets the sign from Young Munson. The pitch to Wirtz. Oh, shit. 3-8. And there's your base hit up the middle. Matic to second will probably hold. Well, he's 1-14. You know, I hate that shit. 1-12, that make 1-16, 1-14, he'll hold. We don't frickin' need the game to end with him trying to reach third. So it's first and second, and now Houck is coming out to talk to Bahnsen here, as there's going to be a pinch hitter. Lord. The tying run is on second here. It would be unearned, no doubt about that. There's gonna be a hitter for McLain, who went 8 innings. Right now, he's the loser. He only allowed 5 hits. Great performance. He walked 1, struck out 4, and allowed 3 runs though, on 3 bad pitches, 3 solo home runs. Let's see who it's going to be coming in here. They have a very, very anemic bench. Let me check out the call-ups here. If anybody, it's a very, very anemic. situation. Houck is going to keep Bahnsen in here. Give this a try here. There's going to be a hitter. Let's see who it's going to be here. We ask for your patience. Whew. Well, they don't have anybody there. With 2 outs. Well, we really don't have anyone to speak of, so it's going to be Mickey Stanley. Mickey Stanley, the youngster, he's all right. He's been ailing a little bit, but he had 592 over 600 plate appearances. And for that reason, look, he's a 235 hitter, but they have a lousy bench. So Stanley will come up with 2 outs. First and second, Bahnsen trying to finish this up. Here's Stanley now inside the box. He's set, and the pitch to Stanley. That's 4-9 right-handed, hit well by Stanley. Oh, it's gone. A 3-run home run by Mickey Stanley. Oh, it's gone. Oh, has it gotten quiet here in Yankee Stadium? Let's look at that again. 4-9, right-handed. It's 4-9 and home run. He has the power. It was 1-12. It was a 10. A 3-run home run by Mickey Stanley here, with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. All runs are unearned, but they don't care. And that's going to be it for Bahnsen. Oh my, oh my. Sorry, Kathy. I am so frickin' sorry. Oh. Oh, Kathy Harden is fuming. She is absolutely livid. Lord, that's going to make it a 5-3 ball game. How do you like that? They come in down by 1. They now lead by 2, 5-3. Mickey Stanley. Oh, Christ. How many is that for Mickey now? That was home run number 17. And it's going to be Klimchowski coming in. They're going to just take him out. There's no reason to keep him in. Ron Klimchowski. He has not reached he has reached fatigue. He had 2 hits in the 8th. Yeah, he's reached fatigue right now on that. So now there's no question. He pitched 8 2/3. He's suddenly the loser of record. Five runs, 3 of them unearned. The error by Cox turns out to be so costly. And Ron Klimchowski is coming into the bullpen. Coming in from the bullpen, folks. What a game. It was a very, very interesting ball game. Ron Klimchowski, the youngster. And at this point, Klimchowski is now at the mound, and he's taking his warm-ups. A 3-run home run by Mickey Stanley has stunned the crowd here at Yankee Stadium. And we hope you've enjoyed this ball game. It's been a presentation of the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network whenever it ends. Klimchowski actually has a very good card. He pitched like 11 innings. He pitched in this game in real world. I have no problem using him. Should have brought him in sooner. But hindsight is 2020. After the 3-run pinch hit home run, or the pinch hit 3-run home run by Mickey Stanley, Klimchowski, a right-hander, a big man, and he's taking his warm-ups right now, and it's 2 outs. The good news is nobody on, and Tresh will be the batter. So Tresh steps into the box here. Klimchowski now. He gets the sign from Munson, the pitch. That's going to be 3-10, and he chops it to second, and that will end the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. 3 unearned runs. The error by Bobby Cox, and Bobby Cox made the error with 1 out, and then with 2 outs, Wirt singled. It was first and second, and Stanley came up with the pinch hit home run. And believe it or not, there's going to be a hitter. McLain is the winner of record now, and it's going to be Hiller. Oh shit, it's going to be Hiller coming in. I think. We'll see. I could go with Lasher. You know, Lasher has an awfully nice ERA, but Hiller would be more realistic. We're going to go with Hiller for realism's sake. Wait a minute, he's a left-hander. We may want to go with him. Yes, we'll go with Hiller, the left-hander, with 2 left-handers coming up along with White, a switch hitter. So Hiller will be the new pitcher. A good old Toronto boy, Kathy Harden for the Yankees. So we've had some good ball games lately, no doubt about it. No freaking doubt about it. Got to learn how to put things in perspective. It's a small crowd here. A 5,200. John Hiller taking his warm-ups. It's been another seesaw ball game. That Montreal Cubs was quite a game. And now we're going to have White, Mercer, and Tepedino due up. First, it will be White, and he is a switch hitter batting right. No question about him coming up. Same with Mercer. We'll have someone hit for Tepedino, Kathy. Here's Hiller now. He's ready. And the pitch to White. That's 3-3 left-handed. Grounds it to first for cash. And he takes it to the bag. 1 away. Hiller for the save here. On a 3-3 left-handed. Now here's Mercer. Yanks down by 2 here. A very day of very scintillating baseball, absolutely. Mercer 1 for 3. Hiller into his windup. And the pitch. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed. Struck him out. Oh, it's demoralizing now. 2 outs. And there will be a hitter for Pepperdino, the left-hander, as you can see his card. I imagine maybe his card is okay. I don't know. It doesn't look too swift. But we'll certainly go with a right-handed hitter here. Let's see who it's going to be. Well, you know, they don't have a great bench, but it will be John Ellis coming in. John Ellis. Yeah, you're right. It's 2 outs. They're going to bring Ellis, though, a 290 hitter. So Joe can come up, absolutely. Here's John Ellis now. And we'd run for him if he gets on, probably. But here's Hiller. It's 2 Johns here. With 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 9th. Yanks trail by 2. Hiller gets the sign from Freehand, the windup, and the pitch to Ellis. That's 5-7 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Ellis. So Ellis is on. And it will be Joseph Pepitone, who has 2 home runs in storybook fashion. And there will be a hitter for Ellis. If by chance the Yankees tie and don't win, and or otherwise, it will be Frank Fernandez coming in to play right field. Frank Fernandez. There's going to be a runner for Ellis because we got some people sitting on their asses. Okay? And, you know, I say get them up and get them going. It will be Ron Woods. Ron Woods, a 1-15. Coming in to run for Ellis. And in storybook fashion, Joe Pepitone is coming to the plate here. Woods on first, 2 down. Hiller trying to get out of this, finish this up. It's 5-3 Tigers. Hiller from the stretch. The pitch to Pepitone. And that's 5-6 left-handed. Flies to center. Northrop is under it, and he makes the catch. So a little too late there. The fly ball by Pepitone, 5-6 left-handed, and getting under that was Northrop. The ball game is over. Tough loss there for the Yankees today, Kathy Harden. The final, Tigers 5, Yankees 3. The win goes to McLain, his 18th of the season. Hiller came in with the save. Bahnsen with the loss. Isn't it funny how things can happen? I got to say it's a big error there by Bobby Cox, not to stigmatize him or anything like that. Wirt singled, and then Stanley with the 3-run home run. Klimchowski came in, pitched 1/3. Faced 1 batter and retired. Final line. Tigers 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Yankees 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. And I'm glad your wife got into it. What's your first name, Bill? And I want to thank Kathy Harden for your great questions. Frank, great question. or maybe you asked a couple. We saw Dan Mullen was here today. Of course, Bill Ivamy just racking up. We have Joel Horlin with some great calls here today. Some great answers. Judy. It's a pretty name, actually. It's a very pretty name. Peter, of course, thank you. Judy, thank you. Jeffrey Guterman. You know, I had a very cool thing here. I wanted to show you all something. I'm sorry that you folks don't use X. Yeah, Cary Grant. I'm sorry you folks don't use X. I'm going to go. I'm not going to go into my realm of madness anymore. I'm going to try, not tonight at least. I'm going to get off here soon. But this is X, formerly Twitter. You have a great evening, Kathy Harden. Thank you. Here's my X account. And last night, I broadcast, and it's for educative purposes, I better not show it too much, the Ali Foreman fight. The 74 Foreman fight. And to this day, I just love to watch the whole thing. I call it the greatest moment in sports history. So look, you can disagree with me. We can all have our opinions. Rumble in the Jungle, Bill, I call it the greatest moment in sports history. I broadcast the whole thing. I'm going to do another thing tonight, just to keep myself out of trouble. Thanks a lot, everybody. It was fun. I was a little preoccupied earlier, but I think I got out of it. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. This was the Rumble in the Jungle. The Thriller in Manila, if I'm not mistaken, is Ali Frazier 3. This was Ali Foreman 1. I don't know if they ever met again. I want to say I'm going to do something else tonight, because I can do stuff like that for educative purposes. In fact, I'm going to do it pretty soon. You all have a good night. Ali and Frazier were never the same. After the third one, no. And Ali finally had I guess what I hear is he had respect. Because he was pretty awful to him, calling him all sorts of names. But, you know, and I want to tell you, when I watched The Thriller in Manila, what do you mean? When I watched that, Bill, I'm going to tell you something. Watching those last few rounds, the punishment that Frazier took is very hard to watch. Ali took punishment too. But what he did to Frazier at the end of that fight is not easy to watch. In fact, I have no desire to watch it now. They fought on Cosell's show, yeah. And it's sad what happens to everybody, but this was a good ball game. We have a doubleheader between Pirates at the Phillies, and he couldn't believe that fight. Yeah, I bet he couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. People don't realize how much in the first Ali Frazier fight, even though Frazier won it on decision, he destroyed him. Frazier was really, really hurt from that fight. I'm sure Ali was too. Here's the standings. The Pirates will come into this doubleheader with a 3-game lead over St. Louis. Phillies have nothing to lose. They are in last. And in fact, they would like to try to make up ground on Montreal. And if you're wondering who's going to be hurling tomorrow, it's going to be interesting. interesting matchups. I'll just run those by you real quick. In the first game, it'll be Veal for the Pirates, Wise for the Phils. Good matchup. And in the second game, I'm pleased to say, because he's erratic, and I want the Phillies, it will be Bo Belinsky getting the start for the Pirates. And Jeff James, though, who is not good. Oh, Christ. So stay strong, everybody. I'll catch you next time, okay? Have a good night. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I just see what you wrote there, Joel. I didn't get to see that yet. Frazier was in the hospital 3 weeks after the first fight. Yeah, his jaw was broken, I think. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.